Alright, so this is the Avionrc Nexa Pro. This is a 3.5-inch micro, and they sent me the, I guess the non-VTX version, or non-03 version, so it has everything: the frame, motors, all-in-one flight controller, TPU parts. It's all assembled. All I have to do is add your own 03 air unit, which is what we're going to do in this video. I'll have the full review of this with flight footage and everything over on the main channel a little bit later. It's pretty easy to do these things. So a lot of the Avionrc products, they do come in this version without the 03 air unit, and then you can also buy them with the different VTXs in there, whether it's analog or wax nail or 03. Those are also available if you want those. So it's pretty easy for this one here. There's 8 screws on the top plate. So there's 2 here, 2 here, 2 here, and 2 here. I removed them already. And this battery XT30 goes through the top plate right here. Pull that off, and it exposes the inside here. So this version here is the one without the Express LRS receiver. If you have the Express LRS receiver version, it's going to be in the back here somewhere, and then there'll be some TPU parts that are holding the antenna in the back. They sent me the one without the Express LRS receiver, so I'm going to probably add my own in somewhere. So probably in the front here where I usually put mine, and you'll see that in the main video. But we're just going to put the 03 air unit in here for this video. The air unit goes in upside down, so the USB port there should be on the top, and they do include the screws and the spacers. So you're going to get 4 of these. So you're going to need that to properly mount the 03 air unit, and you want to remove the screws here. This is actually the top of the 03 air unit, but since we're flipping it upside down, you're going to remove those 4 screws, and we're going to mount them right over here into these outer screws here. So it's a 20 by 20, and then they have a 25 by 25 mounting hole, and then you have your plug here. So all 6 wires are there, including the S-Bus wire. So if you are flying with the DJI RC, they will work with that as well. They didn't cut those wires off. So let's go ahead and stick these in. It's going to be a little fiddly getting these started, because you have to get that spacer in there because the cable is going to run underneath. So let's see if I can do this here. Get it all on camera. It's going to be a little bit tricky. So I'm going to run the screw up through the bottom plate, and then I'll put the spacer in there, and then I'm going to try and manage this. It's a pretty long screw, so it's going to go all the way through. You have to fish this screw inside here. Alright, so got the spacers in there, got the screws in there, so you should see it like this. And I'm using a third-party antenna here. This is from Flywoo. I just wanted to use something that's a little bit longer for better reception. I might be doing a little bit of mid-range flying with this one. So, the weight's going to be obviously different here, but this should be the same size, and you should just be able to fish this in here and then just push this down. There we go. And these wires are a little bit long. I have to figure out something about that. Maybe I have to figure out something about that. I don't think the standard 03 antennas have wires this long here, but not a big deal. You'll have to plug in our cable in the back here. Alright, so I'm going to wrap these antenna wires around the outside and then put this TPU part back on. Alright, so not the prettiest, but it's not going to be hanging off the bottom. Got the plug in there, and I think they said that they should just wrap this cable around this standoff one time, like that. And then there's already screws in here for the camera. Okay, so I put the screw into the top hole, because there's 2 holes in the camera for the 03 air unit, and that centers up nicely. If you put it in the bottom hole, it obviously will not center up like this, so keep that in mind. And then the cable will come in like this, and I think the idea with the area unit being upside down like this is the cable comes out at the top here, and you can see that it won't be bouncing off of the flight controller. So that's, and the length seems to be okay. So this is the way that they're installing them on the bind and flies. So if you want to get yours as close to the way the bind and flies are, do it like this, and obviously you'll have some differences with the receivers and also the antenna. But that's pretty much it. No soldering involved, and then just have to put the top plate back on. So just slide this on here like so, and put the 8 screws back into the top plate. Anyway, so if you want to see the review on this one, it'll be on the other channel pretty soon. So make sure your notifications are turned on, and you'll see it there. That'll do it for this video. Talk to you guys in the next one.